In all of the meetings that you had, did any of these groups suggest to you a different process? What is that process? Have you come with recommendations of a real process from any group? Or are you just telling us, we should just wait 6, 9 months and then we develop the process? Do any of these groups have their own process and their ideas about how to build a nation? That's what we need. We don't need a lot of talk. We need something concrete. I have submitted to the board papers that I got from Mililani Trask, and I've distributed them, and she wants it put on the record. Now, in Mililani's comments, she does suggest a process. Now, this is the kind of thing that is productive. I've been here a long time, and I've heard a lot of people squawk, a lot of them in this room now. But unless you have a process that you want to share with us that we can discuss, we're just talking and spinning our wheels, because no matter what OHA does, they may not like it, and we'll have to keep going back to the drawing board. And there are some people who, no matter what we do, they're not going to accept it, period. They want nationhood, kingdom. And there was an article in the newspaper that somebody emailed to me that said, how come Kamana'o was recognizing this one kingdom when there's 5 others that you didn't recognize? So, I mean, after a while it gets kind of ridiculous. And then the people in the community say, look at these Hawaiians, they can't even figure out what they're going to do. So, one of my complaints is this, and it has to do with our own office. Now, to me, there are 2 tracks that people don't understand. One, on this federal recognition, it's a process of just being on the record where the United States says, yes, the U.S. had a political relationship with Hawaii, and we had a treaty. That's all we're seeking. It's different from building a nation. We're not building a nation by asking the U.S. to write us a letter and tell us, yes, we had a political relationship with you. And that's what we're after. We're not building a nation. There are 2 separate things, and this is where your office, I think, fell down. Because if people could understand what it is we're doing, there wouldn't be so much objection to this. And so I'm really annoyed, because we spent an awful lot of money campaigning and using commercial time. And now the suggestion to go 9 months more with more commercial time, more money, this is all trust monies. We can't afford to just, excuse the expression, piss it away. And so, in your recommendations, I think that because the trustees have not been involved in exactly what you guys have been going through and what the process should be, we need to discuss these alternatives and not just make a snap judgment because you hand us some papers. That's been our fault so far. And I think we just got to take the bull by the horns and sit down and discuss it among ourselves. I do think that there is one of the problems we face as elected people who are in charge of protecting your trust. We have to make sure that other people don't come in and steal the trust. We have people going to Kamehameha schools now that are not Hawaiian. And the lawsuits that we get and other elite trusts, if we don't get a classification that we have a political relationship with the U.S., political, they're going to whack all our trusts. Right now we have racist groups against us. If you read the blogs and whatever, Grassroots is run by a racist group. And Senator Sloan, who's in my district. These guys call everything we do racist. We don't want the U.S. to think that we're racist. We're not racist. We want to protect, you know what? Hey, if we don't
Trustee
have order,
Akana has the floor.
calling the cops. I'm not going to put up with nonsense. If you don't respect us, how do you expect us to respect you? So give us a chance, okay?
Trustee, you have additional questions?
Yeah, there is a solution to this, but it's not going to happen right now with people yelling like this in the audience. You know, it just ain't going to happen. And what's happening now is that a lot of Hawaiians who saw what happened here last week, they're saying,
Hold on.
order.
Hold on.
You keep on. We're just going to recess. I said we're on
Trustee Akana, Trustee Akana.
Call a recess.
Yeah.
Call a recess.
Kamanao. Kamanao.
Yeah, yeah.